A story that we brought you last night related to Fierro's arrest got strong reaction from those involved.
The Santa Fe County Police Chief and the Santa Fe County Sheriff say the state cabinet secretary who oversees the motor vehicle division is wrong to accuse them of fouling up. Secretary Rick Homans told us last night both departments failed to follow the law when they didn't take the driver's licenses of Carlos Fierro and the defendant in another fatal DWI crash. Here's Tim Maestas.
Two separate fatal crashes, two separate agencies defending how they handled them.
This was a conscious decision that we made.
This was a very strategic legal decision.
Santa Fe County Sheriff Greg Solano and Santa Fe Police Chief Eric Wheeler. According to the state cabinet secretary who oversees MVD, both departments failed to follow proper procedure by not taking away the licenses of vehicular homicide defendants Scott Owens and Carlos Fierro. Fierro's accused in the fatal hit and run of victim William Tenorio. Owens is accused in the fatal wrong-way crash that killed 4 Santa Fe teens. Both are accused of driving drunk.
The law says if you have suspicion that the driver was under the influence, you proceed with the notice of revocation.
But the sheriff and the chief say the notice of revocation is physically combined with a DWI citation, and neither Owens nor Fierro are charged with DWI. Both agencies chose to pursue the heftier vehicular homicide charge after meeting with the Santa Fe County DA's office.
We were dealing with vehicular homicide type cases. That had always been our standard practice, not to issue a DUI citation, and in conjunction with that, the notice of revocation, which is tied directly to that citation.
Both lawmen agree not charging a vehicular homicide suspect with DWI reduces the chance of double jeopardy. If the suspects were charged with DWI, what would happen if they pleaded guilty?
What the courts would say is he already pled guilty to DWI, so you can't charge him with vehicular homicide, which encompasses DWI also.
Both agencies got their advice from prosecutors with the DA's office. They say the fact the notice of revocation is combined with the DWI citation causes concern and confusion.
They're not separate, and I think if the state would separate them, we could eliminate some of this problem.
The misconception that's out there that, hey, Santa Fe PD, you know, they did this, they fumbled the ball, and the reality is this is something that we did to make sure that the case would be stronger.
Tim Maestas, KRQE News 13.
Secretary Homans says a DWI charge is not required for a notice of license revocation. Even so, Sheriff Solano and Chief Wheeler insist the language of the law needs to be cleaned up and clarified to protect the strength of vehicular homicide cases.